What are the effects of diabetes on your personal and social life?
Well, you can't do everything in the way that you used to do it before. You've got to keep an eye on how much carbohydrates you're taking in. Like, you can't just go out drinking alcohol most nights. You've got to be careful when you go out with friends and you're drinking snacks and eating food and drinking alcohol. You've got to either do it in moderation, or you've got to make up for it afterwards by eating very low carb food, and you've got to sort of make sure you don't make it any worse, because it's high risk of diabetes now. It was discovered before it became full diabetes, so I've now got to stop it from becoming full diabetes. Several members of my family have had it. My mother had it, one of my brothers, one of my sisters has it. So I think there's some genetic input in there as well. But of course, the lifestyle is what decides whether or not you actually become seriously diabetic, or you just mildly diabetic, and to the degree at which you can manage it.
Do you find that change in lifestyle difficult to cope with?
Sometimes, yes. Because if you're aware of a temptation, you're more likely to think about it and go for it than you would do in other ways. For instance, with certain foods, you want comfort foods at times, you want to indulge, and you can't always do that. But if, of course, you're under stress or anything, then you may start sort of craving the wrong kinds of foods. And that is a problem always. It's if your friends all know about it, they can help you if they all rally round. But that's one thing you also want, people to reinforce it, people to help you. If you get that, that's very useful.
Do you find that your friends and family are sympathetic and they do accept that, or do they say, oh, go on, why don't you just have one more bit of cake, or why don't you have...
Oh no, they all accept it, especially at work when I announced it. And they're all keeping a very careful eye on me. Make sure I don't have sugar in my coffee. Whenever they hand out chocolates or cakes, whenever the cake day, I don't get one. And if I am, because they would normally, if they're going to give somebody a little present on their birthday or something, they would buy them a little box of chocolates or something, but of course they don't do that now. They got me sort of, I think they had a free coffee for me without sugar, and so they keep an eye on me and advising to this and that and what to do and where to go, and they were all sort of rallied around. So that's good, and friends as well, especially friends and relatives who also have diabetes or near diabetes.
You say your mum has diabetes?
Yeah, she eventually died from a heart attack, which is, of course, one of the complications of diabetes. I can never tell whether that was the cause or not, but it's always there in the back of the mind, of course. That, you can, some of the other effects is often kidney trouble and eyesight problems and heart attacks. They increased chances, so that could have contributed to my mother's eventual death. So you've got to think about that.
Did having diabetes in the family prompt you to go and get tested?
No, there was an interesting story behind that, because it was about 1 year ago. I had a problem with passing a kidney stone. I had to go into hospital to have that examined, and whilst they were examining me for that, they got worried about the level of sugar within my blood. So it was diagnosed as a side effect of something else I was suffering from, which is lucky, because we don't know how far it could have gone otherwise before it was discovered. It might have gone to full diabetes, so it was found by accident and by luck before it became too serious.